we are here to investigate and get the science and let the data lead the dialogue. And if we can figure out exactly what the contamination is in the water, we can bring people together to solve the problem. And the greatest concern is water that the Navajo Nation gets from the Animas River, and we need to figure out what the impact is and see how we can help. And we are now rushing to now go test post-confluence of the Animas and the San Juan River. I think we have taken samples that no one else has thought to take. We have been up for 20 hours straight. Flew across country from the East Coast, and we got samples from the San Juan River pre-confluence and post-confluence. It means pre-contamination, post-contamination. This is a special material that was used in the Gulf. It repels clear water and attracts metals and contamination like a magnet. So when I throw this in, it's going to go in the water column. So it's not just the surface, it's the surface middle bottom. And we leave it for 30 minutes. And then we cut tentacles off. But I can leave it here, and tomorrow you can cut more tentacles off. And once you see me do this, and you can track what it's exposed to. Versus, see how that's flowing? If I take a split-second sample like the EPA is doing, it doesn't really tell you what it's exposed to.
What I noticed on the news and everything is that the EPA is testing everybody's water off the reservation. Their well waters and stuff. We got several wells around here, but nobody's testing those. The state representative said that she called NTUA and said, "Are you guys testing the water?" She said, "No, we contracted somebody else." Well, who's testing the water? And nobody knows. And why is everybody up there and nobody down here? But just like those alert committee members, they're just as surprised to see you guys show up and saying, "We're going to test the water." And
it's what we do.
The water is life for us Native people. We don't have that much work or jobs around here, so a lot of families depend on their crops, they depend on their livestock. They told us not to use the water anymore, maybe for 10, 12 years they said, because it will ruin your fields, it will contaminate your livestock, it will contaminate everything that you eat. How we're going to supply and feed our people if we don't have good clean water from our mountains. It's hard, and it's even going to get even harder as years go by. How long before this river is clean, if it's ever going to be clean? If we let the government take care of it, there's just going to be more cover-ups, all this clean water and stuff. We need outside sources to really check our water system.
My name is Calvin Yazzie, and I'd like to address the EPA. They said it takes 3 days to get the data. How come we have not received the data? It's been since August the 5th since this incident happened. I'd like to see some data right now.
This has been a week now, right? Or wrong? So hey, what's the situation here? Are we hiding something or what? You know? Hey, we didn't hide something. Our language was used during World War II. That's why we're here. Okay? We need the numbers.
I don't want to get in a political battle with the Navajo Nation. It's about people right now. I'm not interested in politics. I'm interested in taking care of people.
I'm mad. I wasn't the miner. I didn't do the mining activities back in the day. That's just the nature of the way things were and the way things happen, and accidents happen, and EPA is greatly and dearly sorry that this happened. We'd like to make it right.
You've got to have confidence in the system, and I know you're angry. I know you're upset.
I haul water every 2 days for my livestock. And something I was going to ask you is what kind of techniques do you use? And the other thing is how long would this involve? The other thing is I'd like to introduce my friend I met today. His name is Scott. So, Scott, would you say a few words here?
Thank you, Irving. My name's Scott Smith. I'm the Chief Technology Officer and Investigator for a nonprofit by the name of Water Defense, founded by Mark Ruffalo. And I've been in over 60 disasters, and we map out contamination. And Irving was with me today, and we deployed water samples for the instantaneous that reflects the split second of what's in the water. We also put a technology in the water that tracks the flow. If you think about the flow of that river, you want something in that water that mimics how life encountered. No one's in the water for a split second. Well, those grab samples for a second are helpful. That only reflects what is in that water at that second and assumes that that water is always in a steady state of equilibrium. The bottom line is that water doesn't lie. We just have to listen to what it is telling us. We are going to have our results available directly to the Navajo Nation on Friday, our first set of results. And we are here with Irving, fortunate enough to meet Irving today and deploy with him and teach him that this method is simple. It empowers you to know what's in your water. Just like the CEO of San Juan said, if everybody means what they say up here, you should have the best available technology to know what's in your water. It's about what's in your water, and it's about the people. And this gentleman right here, I want to shake your hand. I'm sorry I don't speak Navajo, but I understand passion and I understand body language. I have incredibly respect for you. And it is about making your own decisions. It's about data leading the dialogue. Results should be transparent. And to put it even in simple terms, some of the water testing technology used is like a rotary phone versus a smartphone. And you can't take a selfie from a rotary phone or a picture. That's the way to think about it. So for example, if your home was broken into over a 12-hour period, you're not there, and you had a video camera in your front door, you're gonna see that person go into your home over that 12-hour period. If you take 3 random, still split-second pictures over that 12-hour period, you may or may not see that. And that's what Irving did today, and it was really, really proud and honored to meet Irving, and we are donating the technology to be able to map this out. But the point is, you are gonna be the decision maker. You're gonna be able to get your own data. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. So, thank you.
My number one thing is samples. I want to see the data badly. I also would like to see the Navajo EPA's data badly. They're sampling, they've been sampling for years, and so we need to see that data to compare to what we're collecting. Real-time information, I couldn't agree with you more.